97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
Welcome to another edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV with me, Nana Boakye-Yiadom, with all the top stories for today. It's our very first story now, and the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association are pushing for a more holistic approach to dealing with the proliferation of TV channels and their content. Yesterday, the National Communications Authority yanked off about 9 TV channels for breaching the authority's regulations. These stations have been chided several times for airing inappropriate content. The Vice President of the association and a member of the National Media Commission, Attah Mensah, has been speaking to Citi News Daily.
I think it's a step in the right direction and way overdue, because in the last couple of years we just have been inundated with a whole multiplicity of channels. And so if somebody comes up with a TV station without having gone through the NCA, then really you expect the NCA to act. GIBA has been very concerned about this content issue. Indeed, we have written to the NCA on 2 or so occasions expressing our discontentment on this proliferation of channels and the content that they expose to our society. The laws haven't empowered any institution, neither the NMC or the NCA, to act. The NMC is trying to get this content law passed. So it's straight. Some countries like Nigeria have solved that problem. And we are sitting here still going back and forth and just throwing legal jargons about. The thing is clear. You don't produce in a country, you don't show before 10. And so that way, it forces local production to become of good value, and there's competition. And that's why you see all the Nigerian productions now being exported out of Nigeria.
Meanwhile, the National Communications Authority's decision to take off the 9 channels seems to have generated interest among Ghanaians and debates across the country. Some of them have been speaking to us.
To me, all right, but it should be something like, oh, the action of I love you, I bet you dream I will look and say, I'm what we say, we panadon. But not necessarily say, we kiss him, because then be a measure, come who so be at the also, no banner shower, that moment, you know, to make a Catawani club when
myself, I'm not a fan of telenovelas and stuff like that. So there are some other programs that I would watch on TV just for fun, you know. It's not something that I learn something or maybe I get myself fully involved in. You know, I just watch them for fun, and that is it.
I think the NCA must make it mandatory for them to alert the parents or the various homes who watch, their audiences who watch, so that at least the children around and even those who are watching would know what to expect, so that it won't be like all of a sudden they just show anything. So I think there must be laws that regulate these people to do the right thing. At least alert their people and then show it at a particular time where maybe the children would be excused.
Moving on, and work at the various courts across the country will come to a standstill starting tomorrow as the Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana declare an indefinite strike. The decision follows government's failure to ensure the consolidation of their salaries after a month-long ultimatum. Addressing members of the association, the president of JUSAG, Alex Nati, said they will remain on an indefinite strike till government meets their demands. Now, hours after the Brong-Ahafo Regional Police Command declared him wanted, the former district chief executive of Attah has turned himself in. Samson Owusu-Boateng has been accused of inciting last Tuesday's clashes in his area. That led to the burning down of the National Democratic Congress Party office in the area. The Public Relations Officer of the Regional Police Command, ASP Christopher Teria, confirmed this to Citi News Daily. Now, the people of Nsawam and its surrounding communities that experienced an acute water shortage can now heave a sigh of relief as water begins to flow through their taps. Since January this year, residents either carried buckets on their heads or put empty gallons in their cars in search of water, often from unsanitary places. This was because sections of the Denso River had dried up, leading to water levels dropping critically at the Nsawam treatment plants of Ghana Water Company Limited. However, following recent rains, the levels are up, providing the Nsawam plant enough water to treat and pump to the communities. And finally, a constitutional court in South Africa has ordered President Jacob Zuma to repay costs of upgrading his house with public funds. Zuma will pay more than about $16 million, which he used to upgrade his private residence, where he added security, swimming pool, a chicken run, a cattle enclosure, an amphitheater, and a visitor center at the estate. The Constitutional Court ruled that President Zuma violated the Constitution when he failed to repay some of the government money used to upgrade his residence. And that's it for this edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV with me, Nana Boakye-Yiadom. Thanks for watching and enjoy your evening.